Alex Reset here. We're speaking about Formula One. Well, today we're going to be speaking about Lance Stroll. Well, earlier in the week, we were talking about how Lance Stroll withdrew from the Spanish Grand Prix. It was announced Saturday in the afternoon. He withdrew because he was going through some pain in his wrist and his hands. And they say it's caused from the incident he went through in the preseason testing of 2023 that he had while cycling. And let's see what the chief of trackside officer says, Mike Crack. He states, as it's been known already, the whole thing started in 2023. If you guys remember, there were injuries, and over the last weeks there was a mention of pain. You do not ask every 5 minutes to the driver, do you have pain or not? You have a chat here with the physio, or here a chat, and you understand that there are all some small issues. Mike continues saying, "You have seen it with Lance in 2023. He fought his way back. They, the drivers in general, want to drive. They do not want to be out. Very often, I think they drive with probably more pain than they would even admit to be able to drive, because this is what they love to do." Over the last weeks, there was a mention here and there, but you were never aware how much it is. And over the weekend, I think it was just getting too much. And sorry for interrupting you guys. You were watching the video at the moment, but don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know for any ideas. And Craig continues saying, I think at the end of the day, on Saturday after qualifying, Lance and his team decided it was better to go and check again, and the recommendation was better to not race. And I found this part kind of funny. The press was asking Mike Crack the anticipated time of recovery from the procedure he went through, and his response was kind of funny. He says, "You're not speaking to a doctor here. That is what makes it a little difficult to predict anything or say anything. I'm not involved in that." And he continues saying, "We will have to see what the next days are bringing. I understand that there will be more tests, more checks going on over the next days, and we will know more in the coming days. At the moment, it's really difficult to tell you how it's going to go and what is going to happen in the next few days, but we will find out." Well, Aston Martin have like a little few plans for the Canadian Grand Prix. Let's talk about Plan A. It states is for Stroll to be back in the car for his home race in Canada next weekend, but we have Plan B. It involves having the reserve drivers of Felipe Drugovich and Stoffel Van Dorn on standby. And this is despite that both Drugovich and Van Dorn are planning to actually participate in the upcoming 24 Hours of Le Mans, which clashes with the Canadian Grand Prix weekend. It seems like Aston Martin is trying to do a priority check with them. And they also have the test driver Jack Crawford, who is currently racing in Formula 2. But they can't use him yet since he still hasn't hit the required amount of points to actually get a super license to be able to participate in a race. And Crack mentions, obviously, we always knew that Le Mans was going to happen, so we had plans in place that if we need a driver that is doing Le Mans, we will bring him. But at the moment, it's not the only question. From what it seems, Aston Martin, their priority right now is to the Canadian Grand Prix. They need a replacement for Lance Stroll. They want both cars to be able to race in that for Canada at the Montreal. And it seems like they're trying to do like a little um, priority check with the drivers at the moment. And we see that um, Mike Croft signs off with the Prince saying, "We wait what the next days are bringing, and we can take a decision." And I personally seem it's a good idea to use Valtteri Bottas. Well, it doesn't interrupt the Le Mans series right now, the 24 Hours of Le Mans, because both of the drivers, Stoffel Van Dorn and Felipe Drugovich, are going to be able to participate in the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and Valtteri Bottas get to drive for at least one race since they're the engine manufacturer for Aston Martin, and they can actually use Valtteri Bottas for the race. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys want to know more about the situation that happened to Stroll on Saturday, you can watch this video right here, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll appreciate it a lot, guys, if you do it. And peace out. See ya.